Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to talk about Genesis 5, verse 15. And Mahalalel lived 60 and 5 years and begot Jared. The first phrase we have Mahalalel lived 60 and 5 years, the age of praise and testing. Mahalalel means praise of God. His very name is a correction to the corruption of earlier generations. Enos, which represents weakness. Kenan represents possession. Mahalalel symbolizes the restoration of worship and orientation to the divine, showing that amid growing idolatry, there remain those who openly exalted God. The Zohar notes that his age before fathering Jared, 65 years, is significant. The number 65 corresponds to the divine name Adonai, the name associated with sovereignty and grounding. Thus, Mahalalel's fatherhood at 65 symbolizes that praise of God established a new foundation of kingship within the Sethite line. The Midrash states that in Mahalalel's days, some righteous men resisted idolatry and preserved the true worship of God. The number 65 is also tied in Midrash to strength through humility, suggesting that Mahalalel's praise was not prideful but grounded in reverence. Next, we have the phrase, and begot Jared, the descendant of generation. The name Jared means descent from the root yarat, which means to go down. The Zohar explains that Jared's birth marks a turning point. In his days, the sons of God descended, as mentioned in Genesis 6, verse 1 to 4. A cryptic reference to angelic beings or fallen watchers who mingled with humanity. Thus, Jared's name foreshadows the spiritual decline and corruption that would intensify toward the flood. From Mahalalel came praise, but in Jared came descent, for holiness was pressed down while corruption arose. The Midrash affirms that Jared was so named because in his days mankind descended greatly from righteousness. His name encodes the trajectory, the line of holiness continued, but humanity at large slipped deeper into violence and idolatry. The Kabbalistic symbol behind the verse, from praise to descent, Mahalalel, which means praise, represents reorientation toward heaven and true worship. 65 years equals to the name of Adonai, foundation of sovereignty, grounding holiness amid spreading corruption. Jared means descent, symbol of the world's spiritual decline, foreshadowing the watchers and the coming flood. Thus, the verse carries both hope and warning. Praise of God is the antidote to corruption, but the wider world was already sliding downward. To summarize, Genesis 5, verse 15 introduces Mahalalel and his son Jared. And the lesson from the verse, Mahalalel teaches that true possession is not material, but the act of praising God. Yet his son Jared's name warns that even amid praise, the world was descending, showing the fragility of holiness in an age sliding toward judgment. That's it for today. Thank you very much for your donation. Be blessed, everyone, and I will see you on the next episode.